My friends, to another video here on the channel. Today we are still staring at the black hole in Fortnite, as millions of people across the world have been doing. You got to give it off to, or you got to tip your hat to Epic Games, man. They've made a lot of people stare at a black hole for many hours, and not many people could do that. Anyways, today, my friends, we're going to be talking about the numbers. So once in a while, I don't know what's going to happen in this gameplay right here. But once in a while, there's going to be a number that kind of pops up around the black hole, and it can be kind of hard to see. They're kind of dark numbers, and there's a bunch of numbers that have come out. So the numbers so far that we have are 11, 146, 15, 62, 87, 14, 106, 2, 150, 69, 146, 15, 36, 2, 176, 8, 160 and 65. And no, those are not lottery numbers. Those are the numbers that have been popping up on screen. And there's actually, I don't know if you guys heard, but a quick little recap that there was some secret messages discovered from the visitor in Fortnite. These secret messages had, well, here, let me tell you what the secret message said. In season 10, this is what the secret message read. It said, "What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island. The interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I just be as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions worked." The brackets unintelligible, meaning can't make out what that is being said. "Theorem was a success. Us, you arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus, this hasty and primitive recording, and why now I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end." So that was his message from season 10. Now, if you take a look at all of the numbers that we have seen so far, if you take that whole message, excuse me, and you look at, you take the 11th word and the 146th word and the 15th word and the 62nd word and et cetera, if you use that kind of method, you can piece together a brand new message. Taking again, you count how many numbers in, and then you use that word, you put it down, etc. So doing that, if we take the first set of numbers, 11, 146, 15, and 62, it says, "I was not alone." Now, if you take the next set of numbers, 87, 14, 106, 2, and 150, it said, "Others were outside the loop." Then if you take 69, 146, 15, and 36, it says, "This was not calculated." And then finally, if you take 2, 176, 8, 160, and 65, it says, "The nothing is now inevitable." So all of that together reads, "I was not alone. Others were outside the loop. This was not calculated. The nothing is now inevitable." So what all this means, it's in short, it sounds very confusing. But essentially, it's all part of the lore, right? Believe it or not, if you guys may not know, there is lore to Fortnite. There is quite a deep lore to Fortnite that's I don't think is talked about a whole lot, because, and I think part of it is that we just don't understand a whole lot of the lore behind Fortnite. And I mean, some of it kind of leaks into Save the World. If you guys have played Save the World, there's a bunch of story stuff going on in there, and I think that it kind of all like blends together as one kind of cohesive story. So I don't know. The point is that the visitor is sending this message, and there's rumors that people think that others outside the loop has to do with like the gamer, the player, us, playing. But if you're taking it directly and specifically from the game universe itself, I think it's to say that there are others outside of that one specific loop in the game. So, for example, what is the loop? Well, the loop, in my opinion, is when you go, you load into a game, right? You're playing Fortnite, you're playing a battle royale match, right? And then, last one to be standing wins the game, right? You get a victory royale, and that's a match. And then you start a new game. And then it's the same thing, and it's just a continuous loop of doing the same thing over and over and over in the game, in the same place, the same island, the same characters pretty much. New characters are introduced, along the line. But that's essentially the loop, right? It's kind of a continuous, and that's what that's my kind of theory of what the loop is. Now, the loop could be definitely way more deep than that, but that's just kind of what I was thinking the loop meant. Now, what's outside of the loop? Well, outside of the loop, in my opinion, is everything else. Maybe other loops, right? So let's say you take this big universe, right? And say you take a piece of paper or something. I don't really have a piece of paper. Well, I got this little piece of paper right here. It's not a very big piece of paper. But let's say you take this piece of paper, right? Which I wish was a piece of, or like a square, but it's a rectangle. So we're gonna have to work with that. Let's say you take this piece of paper, and like the whole time we've been playing Fortnite, season 1 through 10, we've been like, let's say there's like a little dot right here, and that's the loop that we've been in. But then all over this page, which would signify the universe of Fortnite, there are other dots, and all those other dots are different loops in different worlds, different timelines, different universes inside this galaxy. Or, well, not universes. Well, maybe it's a multiverse inside, I don't know. It depends how deep you want to go with this. Let's just keep it simple for now. Let's just say the paper's the universe, and there's all these different loops within this universe, right? And so this is the loop we're stuck in, but maybe the way the story is going to continue in chapter 2 is that we find ourselves stuck in this other loop, in this other, area, which is going to introduce a brand new map, for example, right? And it's going to introduce, maybe introduce brand new characters as well. Obviously we're going to have our characters that are still there, like our skins, if you will. But it's going to introduce new characters that we've never seen before, a new island, maybe a new way of playing. The rumor is they're going to have a new user interface in the game. And so maybe, like, again, the whole concept of everything being different is because you're in a different time loop, if you will. I don't know. That's my kind of theory. And he's saying that this was not calculated. The visitor doesn't know. He didn't realize any of these things. I don't know. He says the nothing is now inevitable. So I guess the nothing is this black hole that we're just kind of staring at, and that was kind of inevitable to happen. That it was just unavoidable at this point. And I don't know. I'm not gonna try to like over explain it, because I obviously don't understand everything. This is just kind of what came to mind when I first heard this message. But I don't know. It is confusing. What I do appreciate is that there is a lore to Fortnite, because Fortnite is such a simplistic game. It's a battle royale game. You go in, you try to be the last one standing, and it's simple in that kind of regard. And adding all this lore makes everything so much more deep, interesting, and just mysterious. And I really love that. And I hope with chapter 2, I really hope that they go a lot deeper in expanding the lore and making it just kind of more of a common thing that they just because I feel like with the first 10 seasons, the lore was there, but it wasn't as forefront. I hope it's going to be more forefront. Maybe we'll come across more kind of like Easter eggs and like hidden messages and stuff like that throughout the seasons. And again, the lore has been there, but I just hope they bring the story and the lore of Fortnite more forefront in Battle Royale, and not just in Save the World, because it's really interesting stuff, man. And I want to explore it more. Whatever the creative minds over at Epic Games are kind of cooking up in their brains. It's just like it's really intrigued me. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about all that in the comment section below. Whenever something else happens, I'll be the first to let you guys know. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful in any regards. And again, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the video. Like always, until then, my friends, game on, and I'm going to keep staring at this black hole until something happens. I'll catch you guys later.